Gostaria de
Posso anotar
pedir
seu pedido?
meio saco de vacilo.
Ô, tá falando com ele.
Entra aí, ó. Vê se tá funcionando essa porra. Porque, moleque, eu acho que nós estamos live, inclusive, meu irmão.
Ixi.
Ih, como é que nós estamos aqui?
Tá sem vídeo. Tá só voz.
Tá sua voz, vê se vai ficar ó, o tampão.
Ele tem que mudar o jogo lá. Tá The Witcher.
Segura, ô, 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 segura.
Eita. Mad Max tá pesado também, hein? Tô baixando um aqui que algum trouxa já disponibilizou o torrent.
Tá sua voz, vê se vai
Torrent.
ficar ó, o tampão.
Ele tem que mudar o jogo pesado nele. Tá The Witcher.
Segura, ô, ô,
Depois eu gasto
segura.
400 reais de uma vez só. Na Steam. Comprando os dois. Mad Max tá pesado também, hein? Tô baixando um aqui que algum trouxa já disponibilizou o torrent. Meu Deus, Mad Max tem 30 GB. Caralho. Tem que mudar o jogo pesado nele. Tá The Witcher.
Segura, ô, ô.
Depois eu gasto 400 reais de uma vez só. Na Steam. Comprando os dois. Mad Max tá
The
Mas-
first doctor to see you
mas
wasn't even
olha-
sure what he was looking at. Before they'd even finished operating, your men moved you to that hospital in Cyprus. There was a woman named Eva.
Vê se tá transmitindo lá, por favor.
Who arranged that? Rings a bell, huh?
Hã?
Most men in your condition would have been written off right from the start.
Agora tá.
But you survived. He said I was in a British military hospital. But the doctor had a Greek accent.
Tá?
They hire locally. Easier to trust them. The Kelly is also home to Greek Cypriots.
Tô jogando no médico, meu PC, ele tá apitando a ventoinha, tá?
What about the Turks? They haven't returned to the south. Not yet.
Sério.
The Cyprus dispute is still a long way from it. Your snake
A
try this
jogabilidade
on.
tá bem foda, né?
For Spectron. Yeah, Miller.
Fazendo uns vídeos.
Snake, I wanted to ask you about the man on fire. What do you remember from the hospital?
Qual que é o
Anything we can
enredo aí que
use?
você tá?
Well,
Pessoal,
Tem
aí,
que,
tá
tem que fazer essas missões, né?
sprinklers. The fire system? And when he got sprayed with water from the burst pipe, it slowed him down. When we escaped on
aberto?
horseback, he wouldn't cross
É.
the river either. And then it started to rain. And he disappeared. Water against fire. Is it that simple? I mean, it makes sense. It's just hard to believe it would work on a guy like that.
Então tá. Ficar online, quero ficar online, quero saber o que acontece quando eu fico online. Travou, tô. Mano, o jogo é muito difícil, Nathan, você não tá ligado, velho.
Sério?
Nossa.
Tem, você escolhe dificuldade ou é
Não, não
GTA?
escolhe. Não escolhe.
só pros fortes, mano?
Opa!
Eu tô quase comprando essa porra agora, velho.
Nossa, velho, o bagulho é pesadilho
Então a
demais.
gente tá muito
velho.
devagar, mano. Tá baixando a 30, 40 kbps. Você é louco.
A minha tava assim também. Ontem eu baixei a 15, velho. Cravado, velho.
15 mega?
Ou.
Não, aqui tá 15 kbyte, mano. Vai baixar no...
Miller
47
doesn't
dias.
plan to return to the field. Says he's going to stay here and focus on running things as XO.
Please select a mission.
I've taken the job offers Diamond Dogs has received and made a list of those I want you to consider. Which ones you accept is your call. The objectives of the missions I've added are prisoner rescue, facility sabotage, and high-value target elimination.
Ô louco, que louco.
Probably all a walk in the park for you, but they should help you get back on your feet. I put the mission details on a
Tá vendo isso aqui, Ney?
Refer to it if you decide to accept the mission.
Mapa?
We'll receive GMP for completing
Não, ó.
missions, and extracting soldiers and prisoners will boost our
Tá lá,
ranks.
Menu.
Building
Nossa.
up Mother Base is the first step to achieving
Selecionar
our goal.
equipamento.
If that means wet
Armas
work,
primárias.
so be it. We're gonna have to get our hands dirty.
Sigo.
I hope you're rested up, because we're not stopping. Not until the pain is gone.
Você
Tem
vê.
um braço
Future of Diamond
mecânico aí?
Dogs is in your hands.
É?
Braço mecânico no
We're
chifre?
counting on you.
É, ele perdeu o braço. Olha lá.
Pode crer.
Será que dá pra tirar o braço? Não, não dá.
Hã? Sério, imagina? Botar uma metranca no braço, velho.
Show. Armas de apoio. Então tá. Itens. A caixa. Ah, já tem tudo já. Ferramentas. Futon. Vamos pesado, vamos selecionar um parceiro. Era um parceiro ativo. Alô? Cola aí. Selecionar veículo. Show. Selecionar personagem. Nossa, Snakeão, vulgo. Não vou dar spoiler aqui não. Deixa quieto. Item para a cabeça. É, mano, tem no menu tem tipo um bagulho de galinha. Você pode usar uma bagulho de cabeça de galinha. Eu não entendi pra que serve isso ainda. Mas beleza, vamos iniciar a missão. Diamond. 6 da manhã. Acordar cedo nessa porra, caralho. Batalhar. Olha o load. Olha o load.
Tá atrasadinho aqui, peraí.
Pronto. Foi. Tá absurdo, mano.
É rápido?
Nossa. Eu achei que o jogo ia, mano, ia fritar meu PC muito. Tá de buena, mano. As primeiras cenas que eu joguei no high, nossa, o bagulho fritou. O médio tá suavíssimo.
Esse Diamond Dogs aí.
Diamond Dogs é a organização.
Mano, tá The Witcher ainda. Não mudou.
Pô, eu mudei lá, sim, pô.
Peraí.
Mudou?
Andar.
Pô, me dropa num lugar seguro aí, eu vou cair daqui, você tá louco? Valeu, Brasil.
Caralho, que gráfico foda.
Ih!
We can use compounds from plants to make medicine or poison for use in new weapons and equipment. Take a look at the plants list on your iDroid to see which ones we need. Then go
Escolhe a
find
missão
them
que
if
você
you
quer?
get the chance.
Ou tem
It'll keep the staff happy
uma
too.
ordem específica que você tem que seguir?
Escolho. Ele fala que é aberto. Ih! Se liga que necessário isso, ó. Pra me esconder dos caras, tá ligado? Eles não me veem assim. Ah, posso mudar de lado.
Tá muito. É que eu não vejo em tempo real, velho. Demora uns 5 segundos pra eu ver na tela. Ah, no cavalo? Nossa,
É.
que foda, velho. Caralho. Tá jogando no controle ou no mouse?
No mouse.
Claro.
Extraction arrived at
Que
your
mutação,
place.
mano.
You have arrived at your destination.
arrived at the objective. Your target should be somewhere in that outpost. And don't forget, he has a Spetsnaz recon detail with him. Keep your guard up.
Oh.
E as missões é tipo, chega, mata todo mundo,
Você decide.
tem que roubar um item.
Você que decide como você vai querer fazer.
Mas o objetivo é matar alguém ou pegar coisa?
O
Essa aí que
objetivo?
você escolheu.
Is that him?
Não
Take
sei.
a good look at their faces so we can ID the targets.
Caralho, que mapa grande, mano. Olha.
That's a shed where they hang their crops to dry. It's a sturdy building. Should be able to take your weight.
Aí tem o tranquilizante. Tem as outras armas, tá vendo? Tipo, essa é a arma de dano. Não é letal, né? E essa é não letal. Ó, já me viram. Ah, tem um arrombado ali, velho. Vou aplicar um heavy shooting. Errei. Opa, cliquei. Ai, esses vasos são fodas, fazem um barulho da porra. Tem uns bagulho ali pra pegar.
Those materials have already been processed. It may not be much, but we can use them straight away if you bring them back to base.
Acorda aí, arrombado. Fica pampa, fica pampa, fica pampa. Vou na cabeça. O bagulho é o seguinte, onde tá os irmãos? Onde tá os irmãos?
He speaks Russian. What we need is an interpreter. The main principle of intelligence work is intel gathering. But that's a problem if you don't speak the enemy's language. We need a staff member with the interpreter skill to do a simultaneous interpretation.
Where are your friends? Speak.
Русский speak, please. Вы говорите по-русски?
Fazer um arrombado, vaza.
Снимите меня отсюда!
Caralho, que foda, mano.
Ó, tem um maluco vindo aqui, ó. Ah, não.
Boss, intelligence work is all about observation and gathering information. Start by using your binoculars to get a grasp of your surroundings.
Você sobe no balão?
É, eu usei um futon nele, eu capturei ele pra minha base. Opa! Tô vendo uns arrombed aqui. É aqui ou tá longe? arrombado aqui, ó. Nossa! Você viu isso?
Ainda não.
Acorda aí, cuzão. Uma bica no saco. Ops, pica pampa.
Spit it out.
Espiral.
Что это значит?
Spit it out.
Я не понимаю. Не
Spit it out.
понимаю.
Talk.
Что
O
это
que você falou?
значит?
Você tá pagando o cara embaixo de você?
Where are your friends?
Я не понимаю. Не
Sim,
понимаю.
depois
Ah, eu vi. E agora está...
desci pelo vãozinho. Nossa, o lugar é muito foda. Full tom.
He's coming too. Roger that.
Você tem ilimitados?
Não, 12. Gastei 2. Esse bagulho dá pra destruir, mas eu não sei destruir. Tá arrumado ali, ó. Aplicar um surrender. Ia virar arrombado. Vou tentar pegar aquele ali, ó.
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
Nossa, me viu, truta. Ah, me viu, arrombado. Ai, filho da puta. Vacilei, mano.
Fica câmera lenta quando a gente vê? É isso?
É. Nossa, voltou tudo.
You have arrived in
Mas
your
você não
destination.
pode ser visto?
Ah, não sei qual que é, se eu vou falhar a missão ou não, saca?
You've arrived at the objective.
Ah,
Your target should be somewhere in that outpost. And don't forget, he has a Spetsnaz recon detail with him. Keep your guard up.
Vai, Marco.
A Soviet soldier. A lot of them came from Central Asia before, but lately they've been using more and more Russians. Simple, really. There's less hesitation to pull the trigger if they're not fighting their own race. Morbid cynicism, but it gets results. That's humanity for you.
eu vou tomar o ducho ali. Eu já volto.
Vai.
Those materials have already been processed. It may not be much, but we can use them straight away if you bring them back to base. Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
Я не хочу умирать!
He speaks Russian. What we need is an interpreter. The main principle of intelligence work is intel gathering. But that's a problem if you don't speak the enemy's language. We need a staff member with the interpreter skill to do a simultaneous interpretation. He's coming too. Roger that. Extract him. Boss, intelligence work is all about observation and gathering information. Start by using your binoculars to get a grasp of your surroundings. foothold. You can use crack climbing to make your way up.
Fucker.
Extraction failed.
Vai subir? Arrombado.
Что это? Черт!
Anti-air radar. Neutralize that, and our choppers can breathe a little easier.
Ai, malandro, fodeu.
Keep in mind that time doesn't stop while you use the iDroid. You can even move around while using it, but pay attention to your surroundings. It's the sturdiest building in the area. It'd be perfect for the target to hole up in.
Entendi, por isso que ele não mexeu. Que ele é o alvo. Tem um arrombado aqui.
distract him.
Caí confortavelmente na pedra. Oi, amor. É o Gear, tô transmitindo pra galera.
Yes! Toma cuidado. O que você tá fazendo?
Pegando o cara.
Por quê?
Os caras não podem ver o corpo dele.
Você quer muito chutante?
Mas eu não matei só.
Tá desmaiado?
Desmaiado, meu. Tirei tranquilizante na cabeça dele. Aqui, ó.
O cara foi atrás do xixi.
That crack would make a good foothold. You can use crack climbing to make your way up.
Tipo celular.
Não tem celular nessa época.
Manda um Snapchat pros seus amigos. Eu sou demônio.
Te devo o screen.
Yes. Alô, paz.
Extraction failed.
Certo. O que tá fazendo barulho?
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
знаешь кого-нибудь из РВСН? К чему это ты? Только что рассказали об одном подполковнике, который не отреагировал на ложное срабатывание системы раннего оповещения. Он получил официальное взыскание. Выиграл? Он был прав. Ядерного удара не было. Это протокол. Если система включается, нужно запускать ответную атаку без колебаний. Если бы он следовал протоколу, американцы запустили бы контратаку. Да, и это бы однозначно была бы ядерная война. Тогда выходит, что подполковник спас мир. Да, но инструкция важнее всего. И не важно, прав был этот подполковник или виноват. Невероятно. Что бы сделал ты на его месте? Я бы, наверное, нажал кнопку. Да, я понимаю. Нарушаешь приказ.
Саня Миха.
Нет смысла об этом думать. Ладно, пока. Увидимся.
Шоу.
Что?
Думаешь, ты за них?
Всем боевым группам, это кафе. Мы вступили в схватку с противником. Всем боевым единицам приготовиться к бою. Внимание всем подразделениям! Отправить цивилизованную на помощь! Повторяю, отправить помощь! Конец связи! There, that's the target. Капель 34! Потерял противника из вида! Boss, I gotta say it would be a waste to kill him. But putting him to sleep doesn't count as eliminating him. Neither does knocking him out.
Это кафе. Открыть подавляющий минометный огонь по цели. Прием. Это свой один! Он понял! Он готов к минометному огню! Конец связи! КПС-10, потерял противника. Ищу последние точки соприкосновения. Прием. Это КП, понял. Будьте начеку и найдите противника. Конец связи.
Target secured. I'll tell the client we sent the target to a place outside of heaven. Boss, your objective's complete. Exfiltrate out of the hot zone by chopper or on land. Don't hang around.
КПС-10, противник скрылся из виду. Начинаю поиск. Прием. Это КП, понял. Следите за ними. Не позволяйте им
Exfiltrated.
We can't let them follow you. Throw off the enemies on your tail first.
Это КП. Поднавелся огонь. Открыли огонь.
Alright, the coast is clear. Mission complete.
Ищу прятаться поблизости.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
Meu Deus.
Development project has been added.
Mission complete. Boss.
Acabacei.
How you feeling, boss? Getting used to being in the field again? Having choppers and horse at your disposal is indispensable for operating in the wilds of Afghanistan. I've gone ahead and arranged for you to be able to develop and customize weaponry for support choppers. And you can also develop new equipment for D-Horse if you like. Use your iDroid to start development as needed.
Show. Gold Fox. Amber Fox. Full Blood Elite. Silent Mastodon. Nossa, essa parte foi muito foda.
Side ops list
The
updated.
side ops list is comprised of problems we need you to resolve. Objectives to be completed, and information gained from the soldiers and prisoners you've extracted. These aren't missions per se, but if you can take care of them when you're free, I'd appreciate it.
Marker placed.
Cavalo. Passa pelas costas ali. Oh.
Guard post captured.
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us. neutralize an enemy without killing him. You can then Fulton extract him. Once we've extracted a soldier, we should be able to convince him to join us.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base. Development project has been added. Please specify a project. Please specify a project. Please specify a project. Please specify a project. Please select a drop. Supplies requested. Please specify a project. Supply drop complete.
Oh. Meu Jesus.
Please specify a project. Please select a drop point.
Um pouquinho mais pra
Supplies
lá, pra minha
requested.
cabeça. Só isso.
Select unit. Supply drop complete.
Consertar.
Select unit. Staff assigned. Select staff assigned. Select staff assigned. Select unit. Staff assigned. Select unit. Staff assigned. Select unit. Select unit. Select unit. Select unit. Staff assigned. Select staff assigned. Select unit. Sun will set shortly. Staff assigned. Staff assigned.
Certo. Show.
something of an ancestor to the domestic carrot. It's also a favorite of wild animals. Tarragon, a type of medicinal plant. It contains trace amounts of a benzodiazepine derivative that's the active ingredient in pentazimine. Found out there's an English-speaking soldier somewhere in the region. He's a language specialist. His role is to translate information related to the West into Russian. If we can get him to join us, we'll have the upper hand in information warfare. Find this language specialist and extract him.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
Слова могут спасти твою жизнь. Ха-ха, может быть. В следующий раз ты должен научить меня
A
еще...
Soviet soldier.
Понятно.
A lot of them came from Central Asia before, but lately they've been using more and more Russians. Simple, really. There's less hesitation to pull the trigger if they're not fighting their own race. Morbid cynicism, but it gets results. That's humanity for you. A Soviet soldier. A lot of them came from Central Asia before, but lately they've been using more and more Russians. Simple, really. There's less hesitation to pull the trigger if they're not fighting their own race. Morbid cynicism, but it gets results. That's humanity for you. That's the target. So when sandstorms come in, sandstorms effectively make you blind and deaf. But that goes for the enemy too. Use the situation to your advantage. Attach the Fulton recovery device to him. The chopper will then pick him up. A Fulton extraction success rate depends on factors like the individual's health and the weather.
Marker placed. Marker removed. Marker placed. Marker removed. Side op completed. Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
Boss, that language specialist you extracted has been very cooperative. Says he's always dreamed of living a free life, like folks in the West. What are the odds, huh? I've gone ahead and placed him in the support unit. His job is Russian interpretation. Now you'll know what Soviet soldiers are saying. You can even interrogate them. Should give you an edge in the mission.
Подожди, не стреляй.
The map has been
Where are your
updated.
friends? Where are the others? Where are your friends? Where are your friends? Where are your friends? Spit it out. Talk. 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 Where are your friends?
Черт! Кто-нибудь снимите меня!
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
Spit it out. Speak. Talk. Speak. Where are the others? Where are your friends? Where are your friends? Where are your friends? Where are the others?
E um táxi aqui, um Uber.
The wormwood, also known as absinthium. That's used to make your phantom cigars. Use your horse for traveling long distances. Let us know from your iDroid and we can send him to you.
Please select a landing zone. Please select a landing zone. Support helicopter
Roger.
requested. Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
Yeah. Yeah.
Great job.
Whoa.
All right, we'll bring him out.
Yeah.
This is B-Quad. Arriving shortly at LZ. This is B-Quad.
Present.
At LZ.
It's a type of medicinal plant. We can use that to make tranquilizer rounds more potent.
Gaining altitude.
Buddy departing area of operations.
Departing.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base. Side ops list
By
updated.
connecting your iDroid to the onboard computer, you turn the chopper into your own Aerial Command Center, or ACC. Some elements of staff assignment and R&D of weapons and items can only be performed from there. Take as long as you need to consider all your options.
Kaz, what about the unit that attacked us in the mist? You knew something about them.
That wasn't my first run-in with them. It happened right before I was captured by the Soviets. We were on the Zero line that day, the Afghan side, on our way back from training the Mujahideen at a mountain camp in Kunar province. There's a lot of that work in Afghanistan. Most PFs shy away from it because it draws too much attention. But for us, that was the whole point. The job itself went great. We just had to make it back to a tribal area in Pakistan. But all of a sudden, visibility got real bad. It was no sandstorm. Our point man gave this strange report. He said he could see skulls in the mist.
Skulls?
The next moment, he went silent. We scrambled into formation, right before his arms and legs came raining down on us. It was always supposed to be a dangerous mission, so I had Diamond Dog's very best with me. We were calling out to each other. But one by one, their voices just went dead. Whatever happened to me, I lost consciousness before I knew it. When I came to, I was in a Soviet camp, tied to an interrogation chair.
Could they be some new Spetsnaz unit?
No. The ones that interrogated me were just the average rank and file. Whatever group attacked us, the way they moved was just insane. And that mist, appearing out of nowhere. The Soviets don't have tech like that.
If they did, Ocelot would have heard about it.
I doubt the West does either. Otherwise, the folks at Langley would be sleeping a lot easier.
Why'd they come after you?
Wish I knew. I'm the only one who survived. Though I don't think they planned it that way. If I was their target, they wouldn't have just handed me over to the 40th Army. Whatever the case, we need to watch our step until we know who they really are. And boss, if you ever do run into them again, don't try to take them on. You just get the hell out of there. When I first started dealing with Zero, with Cypher, it was a somewhat parasitic relationship. Though, a mutually beneficial one. Cypher had no army of their own, so they wanted us. They wanted our strength. They approached me as a potential business partner.
But they had other motives.
Cypher coaxed us into Central America, into that US-Soviet proxy war, to fuel Mother Base's growth. Once we were big enough, they'd force us to join them. That was the plan.
That's why they had Paz, still Zeke.
Right. And if we refused, she would use Zeke to fire a nuke from Mother Base. The world would consider us a liability, and countries would unite to destroy us.
We stopped the launch.
And yet they still took us down. Through that fake inspection they orchestrated to cover up their sabotage. That power Cypher wanted. We don't have it anymore. So why are they still after you? Is it just the fear of leaving you alive?
I don't know. Was Zero really... All I know is the man I knew wouldn't want this.
What do you mean?
We have to consider that it might not be Zero we're dealing with.
We know virtually nothing about Cypher anymore. How big they've gotten, what they want, or even who they really are. The new Mother Base started out as a test drilling rig operated by a mineral resources supplier, but their project fell through. The Seychelles government was happy to hand the place over to us. It was just scrap on stilts. So with a few dummy construction companies set up as fronts, we started renovating the half-finished rig. From the outside, it looked like the project was back on rails.
Kaz, you...
What?
I see what you're doing. Recreating the Mother Base we had 9 years ago. Only this time.
That's right. The Mother Base Cypher thought they destroyed will return from the grave to kill them. We'll prove to the world that we were the victors.
And if we lose again?
They can't fool us the same way twice. Now our enemies are in plain sight. And when our organization gets too big, we split it across companies. Any company that draws attention gets liquidated, and its capital is back-channeled into a new company. Most PFs are small-time operations anyway. And in this business, the minnows go bankrupt all the time. We've never aroused suspicion. Plus, we have Hewick.
Hewick?
Human Exploitation Company. It's a business specializing in intel gathering. Think of it as a civilian intelligence agency.
Kaz, that's...
Remember what they were trying to accomplish at the prison facility in Cuba? That gave me the idea. We dispatch moles into conflict zones around the world, and each sets up an intel network on site. Then they stay in place to give us stable points of contact when other nations intervene in the conflicts. Hewick's strength is that it has a cutout at each level. You get your job from one guy, then you hand it off to another. No one has direct access. It's a perfect black box. Hewick members also work their way into the superpowers intelligence agencies to make sure Diamond Dogs gets work. We have those countries by the balls. That's our deterrent when we need it.
Networking? In the intelligence community?
Sure, that's how we've grown this far. And when you go out on missions, intel from Hewick will be there to back you up. But despite all that, Cypher has its eyes on us. The only reason I'm not dead is that they needed to know where you were. Figured if you woke up, I'd go straight to you.
That's why you made that ruckus at the Zero line.
Yeah, to make their own surveillance work against them. I think it took some of the heat off Cyprus.
Kaz.
Then I just had to wait for you to save me. And I've gotten used to waiting.
Kaz.
That's not all. It was a good chance to scout the market. And with the West wanting the Soviets out of Afghanistan, their agencies are bursting at the seams with funding. Boss, let's start by building up our Afghan presence.
Why put Mother Base in the Seychelles?
We're at the center of the world here.
We're all the way out in the Indian Ocean.
Come on. Lebanon, Sri Lanka, East Timor, and Africa. From here, our reach extends to conflict zones the world over, including Afghanistan, of course.
So it's prime real estate for a mercenary.
Exactly. Latin America isn't as close as I'd like, but we have Amanda and her people to help in that department. And besides, the Seychelles government owes us a favor.
Owes us?
The Seychelles has strong ties to the east, which the West wanted to shake up. It came to a head 3 years ago, in an attempted coup. It was a force of South African mercenaries, with U.S. backing behind the scenes. They were only platoon size. But South Africa is home to some heavy PFs. Too much for the Seychelles to handle. In the end, they accepted help from the Tanzanian army and quelled the coup. That led to some training work, and when we put them running,
So we're bought. So Kaz, the ship that took us from Cyprus, it used to be, it was...
our displays, she still had global option.
Is that right?
And then several contact, but eventually, you have a truck. Four in the internationals chain in any case. Diamond Dogs. The word diamond originally comes from the Greek adamas. It means indomitable, unyielding. Other words for the stones often mean eternal bond, fortitude, or purity. The same is true of the Star of Bethlehem flowers you laid on the boss's grave. They represent innocence, as well as chastity, yielding to no man while maintaining one's virtue. In other words, staying loyal to something.
Use your horse for traveling long distances. Let us know from your iDroid and we can send him to you.
Staff assigned.
Develop new weapons and items from your iDroid. There's no substitute for having the right equipment.
Please specify a project. 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 Please select a landing zone. Heading to Mother Base.
Welcome back, boss. Boss!
Boss, if you need supplies, we're here for you.
How you doing, boss?
Boss, do you think you could bring back more medicinal plants?
Boss, got time to train with me? Thanks for that, boss.
Boss. Boss. Whatever supplies you need, just let us know, boss. Thank you, boss. Boss. Talk. Spit it out. Speak. Speak. Spit it out. Spit it out. Spit it out.
Where are the others? Where are the others? Where are your friends? Where are your friends?
Thank you, boss.
Analysis complete.
Miller doesn't plan to return to the field. Says he's going to stay here and focus on running things as XO. No surprise with his body in that state. But apparently he has no intention of wearing a prosthetic arm or leg. So he doesn't forget the pain, he says.
Boss, got time to train with me?
Analysis
Boss,
complete.
we don't have enough medicine.
Boss.
Boss!
My roles here include training our soldiers and supporting you during missions. Since I am still technically working for the GRU as well, I can't accompany you in the field. Don't take it personally.
destination. Marker placed. Marker placed. Marker placed.
Boss! Train with me, boss. Boss!
Special forces. Anyway, so she defects to the Soviet Union. America's afraid she'll leave all kinds of military secrets. Assign a man to kill her.
Yeah, our boss. Big boss. And once the boss was dead, was given a name to signify he had surpassed her.
He carried out a one-man infiltration of the Soviet Union, even though he was Indian. He's one tough son of a bitch.
Yep. But I also heard the boss was...
How you doing, boss?
That was why he turned his back on America.
He really has been.
Marker placed. Marker placed. Marker removed. Marker removed. Marker removed. Marker placed. Marker removed. Marker placed.
What's up, boss?
You have arrived at your destination. Marker placed. Please select a mission. Mission accepted.
Snake. Why are we still here? Just to suffer. Every night.
Boss, there's something I want to talk about. It concerns the running of Mother Base. Come meet with me.
Boss, as requested, we've added an analyzer function to your binoculars. Now you can view soldiers or POWs and get a readout on their rank or any special skills they might have. Depending on their skills, they may even be able to develop new types of weapons or items. Try it out the next time you're thinking of folding someone.
Meu Deus, que jogo. $2% concluído.